If you're new to the U.S., you may not understand American football. So I'm going to interview my friend Micky, who is a SEC ref at the college level. My friend Micky, here are some questions about football so he can let us know some information so you'll be able to watch football on TV and know what's going on.
Exactly. We'll talk American football. How about that?
That's right, American football. All right, so first of all, talk about the difference between offense and defense.
So the difference is, it's almost like soccer you guys are used to. The team that has the ball is on offense. They're trying to score in the other team's end zone, get the ball past the goal line.
Okay.
And the defense is trying to prevent them from doing that. They can tackle them. There's numerous ways they can stop them. So the basis for this game is the offense gets 4 downs or tries to go 10 yards. And if they go 10 yards, then they get another 4 downs and to go another 10 yards. But they can go 20 if they can, or 30 or whatever, to get a first down. And it's all first down, second down, third down, and fourth down to get those 10 yards. Now, obviously the defense, which is trying to stop them from getting those 10 yards, like I say, can tackle them, push them, knock them down. That's the whole philosophy of the game. So that's your biggest difference, is the offense has the ball and the defense is just trying to stop them.
Okay. What about the people who kick? Like I hear special teams.
Special teams are the guys that are girls that they kick the ball, and then you can kick it numerous ways. You can kick it off a tee.
Okay.
And you can punt it, where you drop it and hit it with your foot. And special teams are also the teams that catch those kicks and punts and run them back to try to score that way. So that's your difference between when they say you're on special teams. That's what you're doing. You're either doing a specialty, whether you're kicking or may or what it may be. So that's
okay. Can you be like on all 3 teams?
Sure, you can. A lot of players can what they call play both ways. Players can play on both offense and defensive side of the ball. So sure.
All right. What kind of positions are there? How many are there?
There's 11 players on each side. 11 on offense, 11 on defense. The people that are up what we call the line of scrimmage, where the ball is placed on the ground, those are mostly what we call offensive linemen. One of them will hike the ball to the quarterback. Quarterback's the guy that receives the ball.
Okay.
Everybody knows who the quarterback is. He's the big
He's
deal.
the star.
Exactly. And so you have the lineman, the quarterback, you have running backs, which the quarterback will hand the ball off to a lot of times, and they'll run trying to get the yardage they can downfield. You have wideouts or receivers, which the quarterback can throw the ball to. So you don't just have to run it, he can throw it. If they catch it, they can run after they catch the ball.
Okay.
And again, they're trying to get down to the other team's goal line and score, a touchdown, as they call it.
Okay.
A touchdown is 6 points.
Okay.
And so after a touchdown, the team that scored also has an opportunity to go for what they call an extra point.
Okay.
So they can either kick it from the 3-yard line. If they make it, that's 1 point. It has to go between the goalposts. So there's goalposts on each end of the field.
Okay.
And so they have to kick the ball between those goalposts. So that's 1 point. If they decide to try to run it in or pass it in, and they get it in the end zone, as we call it, they get 2 points. So so you may have if you're behind by 1 point at the end of the game and you score a touchdown, you have a chance to go for 2 to win the game.
So that's the point of strategy.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
What is it when we see like them stretching at the end before they make a touchdown? Why are they stretching?
They're just trying to get that extra yard. Because it's all as an official, I put the ball down where when they touch the ground, their knee may hit the ground back here, but if they're holding the ball out here, you put the ball where it is when they touch the ground. So they're trying to get it across the goal line. They're trying to score. They're trying to get that extra yard or 2 that makes a difference.
Okay.
When you're running 150 plays over a night. So
they hope they're really tall guy, huh?
That's it.
So sometimes there's the 3 points.
That's called a field goal.
Okay.
That's another kicking, the way to score when you kick. Okay, like I said earlier, you get 4 downs to get 10 yards. Okay. let's say I've run 3 plays or I've done 3 downs and I've only got 5 yards. I still got 5 to go with it. Some coaches think, well, if we don't make it, we don't get those 5 yards, then the defense will get the ball wherever we get stopped.
Okay, all right.
And so what they'll do is they'll line up for a field goal. They'll snap the ball back to a holder. He'll put the ball on the ground and the kicker will come and kick the ball, and again has to go through those goalposts.
Okay.
And if that happens, they get 3 points.
All right, so when the ball goes from one team to the next team, it's where the ball was last?
If they don't score,
okay,
or if they miss that field goal we were just talking about, then the other team will get the ball from where they missed it from.
Okay.
So let's say, they snapped it from the 30-yard line and missed that field goal, then the ball would go back to the 30 and give it to the other team.
Okay. I watch most of my football on TV, and there's yellow lines and blue lines and white lines.
Right.
What are all those lines?
Those are all lines just on your TV.
Okay.
So the yellow line that you see on TV is basically what we call the first down line. That's the 10 yards. That's where they have to get to get that 10 yards.
Okay.
The black line that you normally see on TV is called the line of scrimmage. That's where the ball is.
Okay.
The white lines are just chalk or paint you see on that. Those are all on the field, but the yellow and black lines are just put on there by TV, so to make it more viewing pleasurable.
Okay.
So the field itself is 100 yards long, 55 yards wide. It has the end zones, as we call them, are 10 yards in addition to that on each end. So it's 120 yards.
Okay.
But the playing areas is 100 yards by 55. Each of the solid lines, as we call it, run all the way across the field are every 5 yards. So that helps teams know where they are and where they need to go and all that. So, yeah.
So when you score a touchdown, can you be anywhere in that painted area?
You can.
You don't have to be like by the field goal?
Nope. Once you cross that goal line, that's a touchdown. No matter if it's on one end or the other, in the middle.
Okay. It's only kicking where you have to
go through the goalpost. Right. And you just have to, also when you can score a touchdown, the player doesn't have to have his whole body in there. He just has to get the ball stuck across that line.
Okay.
That's another reason you see them stretch when they get close. So, yeah.
So you're a referee. At what level?
I do Division I college football, like a lot of people around here are familiar with the Big 12 and the SEC. So I work in the SEC, that conference only. I only do those games. Okay,
so that's college. All right. Did you play football?
I did in high school.
Okay.
Played baseball in college.
There you go.
And, obviously didn't start out refereeing at this level. I started out with, little kids and worked my way up through junior high and high school, small college, and then very lucky to get into Division I.
Yeah. How many refs are there?
There's 8 on the field.
Okay.
And of course, at this level of college football, we have replay officials that go with us too that are up in the booth upstairs. So there's 2 of them. So there's a total of 10 of us when we go to a game.
All right. Do y'all all travel as a team?
We do. All 8 of us will. Now we have different replay guys that go with us every so often. And but we try to stay together as much as they let us. So,
what are the most common penalties?
Probably false starts, which is when the offense, once those linemen, we talked about those people up on the line of scrimmage. Once they get set or get their hand on the ground, they can't move until the ball is snapped. Okay, so you get a lot of them jumping and they get very anxious a lot of times and move, so they can't do that until the ball is snapped. The other one's probably offsides, which is a foul from the defense. They jump across before the ball is snapped. Okay. And if they don't get back to their side, then that's a foul. They have to. It's a 5-yard.
Can they move as much as they want on their side?
The defense can.
Okay.
But the offense, once they get set, those linemen have to stay. There are certain players on the offense that don't line up on that line of scrimmage that we were talking about. They can move. Okay. As long as they move laterally. They can't move vertically, but they can move laterally.
Okay. I think that's it.
That's it? All right.
Hey
Hey, this is Lori with Lori's Language Lab. I hope that you learned some cool things about football. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. If you're looking for English lessons, contact me on some of my contact information. Thanks. Bye.